Hey, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co., and this is an unboxing and rambling of a very different sort. Over here on the table, I have S.T.A.L.K.E.R. This is S.T.A.L.K.E.R from Awakened Realms, and before we dive further into this video, always worth disclaiming, I work for Gamefound. Gamefound does have shared ownership with Awakened Realms. They are completely separate entities, past the shared ownership, but take that as you will as I go through this video. But this is S.T.A.L.K.E.R. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is the newest game coming from Awakened Realms, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. the board game. I think it stands for something. I assume it does with all the dots in there. I'm not actually sure. I don't know what's in this box yet. I have not opened this box. It is a little open because it won't close. The stuff in it is pushing out past the lid. So on the plus side, I already know that no matter what happens, I have a very, very cool box later. What's in this box? Don't really know. Let's go ahead and show you this. Now the problem is, I'm going to be very careful with this because I'm worried about damaging my table. In fact, I think I already did. There's already a scratch. There's already 2 scratches. No. It's surface level. It's surface level. We are good. We are good. There's a reason I'm worried here. This is wood. This is metal. If you get this box in any way, shape, or form, do not put it on your wood table and move it around. Pick it up as you move it. Which means this over here is our S.T.A.L.K.E.R board game. In case you want to see anything on the front, the back, the side, we got an Awakened Realms logo kind of printed on the side over here. That's pretty cool. It's heavy enough, and I don't know what's in here. I assume more than just a prototype. This is the largest prototype box I've ever gotten, past maybe the exception of I have interruptions. Hi, how's it going? I'm filming. Alexa, turn on side door. Yikes. Anyways, diving into this box over here. So we got this box here. Let's go ahead and put it back down. Try not to scratch my table. You know what? I'll try to do overhead camera for you so you can see this over here as we go through this. But this, look at this, look at this. That's what you have over here. This is like too high to the camera. And if I pull this off, that's what we got. That's your view. I know it's not like, the best view, but you can sort of see things. There's a board game here. There's a badge, there's stickers. You can see more than I can, honestly, at this point. But let's go ahead and move this and start the process of taking things out of the box. So, first and foremost, we got our box, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R board game. Let's go ahead and mount that on my knife, by the way, in case you're used to my usual unboxing and roundings, where I have the what's it called, the coffee. There's no coffee this time because I did not think coffee would be good with the amount of stuff maneuvering on this table. I have this balanced against my knife in a way that's actually pretty cool. I'm pretty proud of myself. But let's go ahead and go through this one step at a time. That, by the way, is a very full box. And the very top, we have our badge over here. I'm going to take this down before I knock something down and hurt someone, but I will take it down very shortly. We have our badge, and we have our very first thing, past the various amounts of peanuts we got. We have Chernobyl over here. By the way, amazing show. If you haven't watched it, you should totally watch it. But we got some definite thematic immersion. Hi, Rafiki. How's it going? Good. Is the red light on? Yeah. Thank you. Children. Anyways, moving past here, we have this over here, which, oh my gosh. Is that a disc plate? I think we have a disc plate in here. How Alex from 5 minutes ago. I'm going to take this down before it falls. Hurts someone. Alex from now, feeling sheepish and awkward. Okay, what do we got here and how can we get things out? Getting things out is going to be tricky. So, we got this. I don't know what this is. We have a mug. We have a S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game mug. Little tea kettle situation over here. I'm actually building up a collection of various board game mugs from companies, from board games, from content creators. Let's go and show you this over here. You can't see it that great, but you could see it. S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game. All those dots I told you about. Little mug, appropriate for, I don't know. What's it called? What's that drink you have in a copper mug? Not the mugger. The Russian Mule, the Moscow Mule, Russian Mule. Anyways, what's next over here? We have so many things. I'm gonna stand up to pull this out in a semi-healthy way. I think they designed the boxes and then put the disc plate in there. I think that's a disc plate. I'm assuming it's a disc plate. I don't actually know what disc plate is. I just know that recently Apex Legends had a disc plate, and so I assume it's the magnetic thing. And it's just, is it official? Is it an official thing, or it's just okay? This is board game related. This is board game related. This is not anything past that. So we got these over here, which are going to be like various walls and sections of the board that are all pre-assembled for my convenience, which is nice, honestly. I appreciate that. And we have some things in here. Ooh, what are these? Okay, let's go and show you some of this over here. This is just stuff that you have for the actual board game. Little situations that will go on the board in some way, shape, and form. But then we have this, which is the cool part. Don't know what's in here, but let's try not to destroy things. Let's try to open this without destruction. If we do this here, like so, we got these barrels, and then more barrels. These are nice. I don't know what else is in there, but these are very nice. I assume this will be part of something you get in the actual version. One of the things over here in general is you're inherently going to be seeing some retail components. You'll inherently be seeing some deluxe components. And then you may be seeing components and stuff in this unboxing that are not present at all in anything and are just special. Because, like, I don't know if that mug... Is it a purchasable mug? I don't know. This is nice. These are all sun-dropped, shaded and all that stuff. Look at that pile of stuff. It's a nice pile of stuff. Why am I excited about the pile of stuff? Because it's a nice pile of stuff. It goes down the board and it makes your pile of stuff look nice. And we have some more over here. What's this one here? This one looks like another. I'm trying to find the stuff in here that I'll probably definitely mess up and break at some point. I don't treat prototype components with enough respect, honestly. But this is nice too. This is nice. So, S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game. One of the things that's nice about S.T.A.L.K.E.R is it's not going to be a giant, epic, sprawling campaign. It looks like S.T.A.L.K.E.R is aiming to be like a 8 to 12 hour campaign, if I recall correctly, with, as well as that, a single shot mode for those of you who don't want even an 8 to 12 hour campaign. Which is like myself. I'm one of those people. I have plenty of campaigns. I cannot go through them all, so I'm going to do what I can as far as, well, everything. Next up we have this over here, which this is cool. This is cool. Okay, we got some packing peanuts in here we need to kind of filter out. But then past that, we got a bunch of packing peanuts in here. This is a little bag. A little baggie for your S.T.A.L.K.E.R themed board game. We're going to go ahead and push this out over here. Oh my gosh. This is so much. Is this a canteen? Is this a functional canteen? What is this? It doesn't seem like it's a functional canteen. What is this? Like here, so let me show you over here. You can see like there's a thing there. So like yes, this goes on, and I guess it screws on maybe? I don't know if it screws on or not. It doesn't look like it screws on. It looks like it kind of pushes on. Yeah, it pushes on. We have this down here, which is another way to in some way get something out, but again, just completely empty. Is this like a completely play canteen with no functional benefit, or does the water filter through there? Because that one looked up here on top. There's like a lighter layer. Like if you said water filtered through here, I would believe you, but I don't know. Let's find out together. And by together, I mean I don't know if I'll ever find out, but we do have a letter-ish. We have a letter-ish. So here we go. Instructs you. Oh, this is not going to help me at all, is it? Oh my gosh. It's a gas mask. It's a gas... Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Okay. This is dusty as anything. This is dusty. But I feel I have to. I don't feel like I have a choice. Like, I don't have a choice, right? This has to go on. I'm going to have to wash my face later, but, like, I don't think there's an alternative here. Okay, let's go ahead and do this here. Does this go on over it, or will I be able to do it if I just do it over? Let's take that off. This is so dark. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me right now, or how well you can hear me, but I'm definitely going upstairs after this video. This is fairly claustrophobic, by the way. I can't breathe in through my nose. Wow. 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 Oh, dear Lord. That is... You can't breathe in here. Like, you need air in here. Wow. Sorry, that was actually a little bit of a harrowing experience. Wow. This is... I'm sorry. If you put this on, you can't breathe. Like, I assume this is the compressed air that you're supposed to be breathing, but I don't know if there's air in here or not, but I couldn't breathe. Like, this really goes up against your entire nostril. I couldn't breathe. Anyways, we're going to keep going with this. This is a different kind of unboxing. So, what else do we have next? We have this over here, which I assume is a disc plate over here. Which is great, because I just got those S.T.A.L.K.E.R prints, which means I have those wall magnet situations. Like, I have these. Let me just grab one over here. I got one of these wall magnets, some S.T.A.L.K.E.R prints, and so I can use these to go ahead and slap these wherever I need. And this should ideally You see, it sort of holds. I guess this is the actual magnet you need. Let me see if I can find it. Let's open this over here. This is going to be a S.T.A.L.K.E.R print that can go alongside my S.T.A.L.K.E.R prints to go there. Let me see. This has come off. This comes off, or this comes. You have to peel this off. Does this come? Yeah, this one comes off like this. So you see, here we go. So this goes like this. So it can go on that same print situation that I have for my S.T.A.L.K.E.R prints that I got that. So we have another one of these. This is from Game World, Awakened Realms, S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game. They have some nice, you know, things on the steel and paste. This is just, you know, you peel this off, put it on the wall. So you have some more magnets and some situations for this. I'm sorry, I'm still a bit thrown by that mass situation. That was something else. Anyways, we're gonna put that down there and see what else we got. We got some more things here. We got non-flammable, non-toxic. What is this? Flex outside container until inner glass vial breaks. Shake the light device until after a few seconds full light intensity is reached. Dispose used sticks as household waste. This is some sort of non-flammable, non-toxic light stick, I guess. I'm never going to use this. I am not living that kind of lifestyle. I've been very clear for a long time. I've talked to family and friends. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse of any kind, I basically need a gun with just a handful of bullets. Just enough for myself and my family. That was dark. I'm going to get demonetized. So, we got our S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game binder over here. So, I don't know what it's for. Don't know if it has any gameplay mechanics aspect. Your crew. Oh my gosh, they're doing an Ice Vanguard thing. The upcoming page provides an exciting opportunity to create your own squad of stalkers, each with their own unique set of skills and abilities. Whether you prefer to take a stealthy approach or go in guns blazing, the choice is yours. Create your own custom hero stalkers, each with their own backstory and motivations for venturing into the zone. Cool. So, I mean, not really the full Ice Vanguard, but they definitely have something. The stash, so they are going a bit in that direction. Obviously, prototype, everything you see here is a prototype, understand all that. All the people you meet, your contacts, traders, faction, local gunsmith. Yes, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Yes, Nal's voice was sharp and nagging as he addressed me. Listen up, you lazy lot. There's only one suit and it's the top of the line. Do you want it? Fine. Consider it your down payment. He jabbed a finger towards the suit, which was displayed on a pedestal in the center of the room. I eyed it hungrily, knowing that it would give me a significant advantage in the harsh world outside. Gain SSP-99 armor card. Go to page 36 in the campaign book. I'm not going to read the rest. I don't want to spoil things for you. But S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game. We got more board game stuff happening over here. And then we have the actual board game. Do you have anything else? We got this over here. At this point, I'm scared. I don't want to put another mask on. What is this? This is a compass. It's just a compass. It's a compass. But it's a compass. We got a compass. You know, we can point to which way is east. No, we have east is that away? No. By my calculations, east should be... Oh my gosh. I don't even know which way. Second. East should be this way. Yeah, this way. Perfect. Okay, good. I got it. I got it. Yeah. I'm just mentally thinking through which way is east in my house. Why east? I know east in my house. This compass can rotate, but that won't change. Oh, you can change the... Interesting. So you can get the pointer and you can have an overlay compass. Does this flip open? Oh, it flips open. Why does that matter at all? No idea, but it's cool. We have our little level. And then we have this over here. Oh my gosh. We can look through this. What does that do? I don't even know. Why do I care? Why do I care to look through that? I mean, there's a little thing you can look through over here, but over here you can look through this situation, but I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it because I can, apparently. We got almost a tape measure. Not really a tape measure, but we got some sort of measuring in some sense. I don't know if that matters or not. But yeah, this is cool. This is cool. Nice. We can put this back over here and deal with that. And then we're going to close that, have our string on it, so we got that situation. And then we're not done yet because we still actually have a board game after all of that. There's still a board game. We haven't even gotten to that part of the video. So, this board game over here is going to be S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game over here. This is intense. This is intense. Let's go ahead and dive into this. Let's figure out what you got over here. Let's move some stuff out of the way. And now's a good time to tell you as well, by the way, that these unboxing videos are sponsored by One Sharp Joe. One Sharp Joe, you may have seen his stuff in the past on various videos, but he does a ton, speaking of these wooden crate situations, but One Sharp Joe does a ton of premium components and crates and all these things. I recently did a full video showing you his various component holders and magnetic things that click together, and he's done a ton of other trays for Marvel Champions, for Marvel United, for Arkham Horror, for Lord of the Rings. If you're looking for any sort of unboxing stuff, I highly recommend you check out One Sharp Joe. I'll have a link in the top of the video description down below. But it sounds fantastic, and I highly recommend it. And I'm getting an interruption again. Rafiki, is the light still on? Buzz Lightyear's friends. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive into S.T.A.L.K.E.R the board game prototype over here. This is what we got over here. And let's see what we got as far as the actual game over here. So, this is the game cards, components, miniatures, I assume, but I haven't gotten that far yet. I do have these over here, which are in some way, I mean, I'm being way too cavalier. These must be the miniatures. They are-ish. Let's see what we got. So we got this over here. This is going to give us some form of something. Some flame situation. What is it exactly? I don't remember. I saw it on the campaign page. They have a bunch of these over here. Let's go ahead and open these. Got some more of these. Just different little flame situations going on. Then we have this over here. Let's see. These over here. There we go. These are just more of these. I'm not going to open all of them, but you can see these like flame situations over here. And then what else do we got? Let's see what we got. There should be miniatures in here, I assume. Oh, there's the miniatures. I found the miniatures. I'm not going to show you everything over here because a lot of it's going to be card-based as we go through it. But I do want to see the cooler things we have because the cool things are the cool things. Also, the table is kind of surrounded with junk, which makes it a little harder to do everything, at least in a not unwieldy manner. Let's go ahead and open this. And these, I'm assuming, are some of the enemies we'll be fighting against. So, if we go through these over here, we got these guys. These are going to be some of the enemies. Let's go ahead and show you some of this. Look at that guy. And I think they're all basically the same here. I don't need to show you like all, but like this one, you can see. Same guy over here. That's going to be that. Then we have, 6 more of them over here. Just the various enemies you'll be fighting against. I'm assuming they're enemies as opposed to good guys. But over here, this might be an enemy too. And obviously there may be minor spoilers as you go through this, so keep watching at your own risk as far as seeing these. But I think this is all stuff I've seen on the campaign page, so I don't think it's anything crazy. But this guy is fun. This is like a post-apocalyptic survival game with a degree of story and campaign and a giant steel bunker door that he tore apart, which makes him not the most trusting of enemies. And over here, what do we have over here? The tricky part is I don't know if I'll inherently know who's good or who's bad. Although, like I said, I don't treat prototypes with the proper amount of respect. These guys look like they could be good, but they also could just be bad. They could be the various enemies you're facing off against and engaging with as you go through it. Yeah, they're cool. That's these guys over here, which means we're still building up more and more miniatures that I'll have to figure out and deal with, because they're not like bagged or anything. They're all in these little... Honestly, I have an open knife. I should be using those instead of just risking this. But it is what it is. We got this over here. We got these guys. Again, more just generic enemies we have. I'm assuming enemies... I assume anyone who's like more vanilla is like an enemy based. And if you have a bunch of these people, like there's the same mold, same sculpt. So I'm assuming those aren't quite our heroes. But I don't actually know how the system is managed yet because I haven't actually played the game. I've only briefly looked through the Awakening Realms updates on the page. If you look over on Gamefound, if you look on the page, they have all their updates of showing you all the stuff that's being unlocked. This is probably a good guy, if I have to guess. This looks like a good guy. Here we go. Here we got a good guy. Let's find some more and let's show you all of them one at a time. And then there's components, there's map tiles. I might show you map tiles too, if you give me a minute. This is one of those games where I'm going to do an unboxing now and an unboxing down the road when the final copy comes. And I usually try to avoid unboxing prototypes. I've done it before, but I don't do it that often because, like, for multiple reasons. First of all, I find that it's not as much fun stuff to go over compared with, let's say, looking at a final game. I want to go over everything. But covering a core game of a prototype that has some stuff and doesn't really have anything in certain, is a partial work in progress. I'm already in the tricky situation of like reviewing games that are going to be in 2 different phases. Unboxing games in 2 different phases just seems like an extra amount of work that I'm not really willing to do, but just not really. I don't want to double down on too much content. It's not about the work, it's about the doubling down on too much content. Okay, so we're going to come back to the game in a second. Let's show you some of these miniatures. These are the 3 characters that look like they stand out. I am surprised that there's only 3. Like usually 4 I'd assume, but I mean, not that you need to have more. I'm probably going to be playing this prototype solo, I imagine. We'll see. But here we go. Let's show you the characters one at a time. This is character 1 with a giant staff. Looks very cool. I like it. I like it. This has got like a, this has got a similar theme to like the Hunter's AD in terms of post-apocalyptic survival wasteland. But they did a great job with the sculpts in a way that definitely has me a drop more compelled than I was before. In general, medieval stuff tends to do better than modern stuff or even post-apocalyptic, so it's always hard to say. Like, fantasy settings just tend to do a little overall better. But I'm curious to see how all this campaign does. There's a lot of fun things going on here. We got our player boards, we got our little Metro sketches, Stalker's Memento. I don't know why I call it Metro, probably because of the game. There's going to be some rules. Each player, look from the shadows. I don't know exactly what's going to go on here, but I'll deal with this later because I don't want to spoil things. We have our player boards. We have our campaign sheet. Do I even have a rulebook? I think the rulebook's online. We have a map, the legend, stashes and treasures. Here we go. Here's our legend situation. So we got that situation, so it looks great. We have our player boards as far as those go. And then we're going to have map terrain tiles, which I'll show you some of these, but not go crazy here. So for example, here's going to be a map terrain tile where we can go ahead and have things like putting this down over here. Maybe, I don't actually know if that's how it goes, but let's pretend it goes like that. Throwing down some barrels on down, and then throwing down one of our stalker agents along with a few creepy crawlies. And suddenly we have the paintings of a post-apocalyptic wasteland that we are trying to survive through as we go through. Let's throw some more barrels down because barrels are cool. Even though that barrel's inside, let's put that barrel outside. And there we go. That's what we have as far as our little stalker wasteland situation. There's more stuff in here, but it's mostly cards. There's bolts and nuts. I don't want to mess with the cards because everything is organized so neatly. I don't want to mess with them and possibly ruin it up. I do need to dive into this prototype and actually learn how to play, so there is that factor. This looks very cool. This looks very cool. I'm excited to dive into it. I'm excited by the idea of a more manageable campaign size as opposed to, you know, as much as I love ISIS Vanguard, I've been intimidated to dive back into it because I've already started the game twice. Like, I played the game at 2 different phases of development, so I've already started the game twice, and I'm intimidated to dive into it again, knowing how much content there is. I'm just barely finishing up Gloomhaven and all those things, and one campaign day at a time. One campaign at a time. Not one day. Taking it one day at a time. One campaign at a time. I mixed up the two. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to dive into it. I think this is launching end of June if I'm not mistaken, and I will of course have coverage for you for end of June for this game. This is a big deal. It's a big game. It's Awakening Realms' newest title, and I'm very curious to see what happens next. In any case, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.